I'm Sean De Morton and this is William De Morton, and we're going to show you week 1 of the Mascot Challenge, catching. Each participant needs to start at activity number 1. Activity number 1 is to throw the ball up with one hand and catching with 2 hands. Each participant can choose the unique number of successful times they are going to attempt to catch. This can be between 5 and 20. Once you complete your nominated number of catches, you then move on to activity number 2. Remembering that each activity can be modified using a larger ball or to throw the ball higher in the air. Activity number 2 requires participants to throw the ball up with one hand and catch it with the opposite hand. Once you've completed your nominated number of catches, you then swap over and use the opposite hand. So you will be using your non-dominant throwing hand and catching with the other hand. This activity can be easily modified by doing much lower throws and simply passing the ball from one hand to another and working up to throwing the ball much higher. Once you've completed your nominated number of catches, you then move on to activity 3. Activity 3, touching toes, take 2 steps back, then underarm the ball to each other, each time catching with 2 hands. Again, once you catch the nominated number of catches with your partner, you then move on to activity number 4. This activity can be easily modified to make it easier by making the ball size larger. It can be made more difficult by taking more steps back. Activity 4, take 2 big steps back and underarm the ball to your partner, this time catching in only one hand. This activity can be easily modified to make it easier, go closer together. To make it more difficult, take more steps back. At the end of your 10 minutes, record your score. If you got to activity 1, 1 point. Activity 2, 2 points. Activity 3 is 3 points and activity 4 is 4 points. Here are some coaching tips for when you're attempting to catch. Tip number 1, make sure you watch the ball all the way into your hands. Tip number 2, try to make your hands into a big bowl for the ball to land in. Tip number 3, stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Tip number 4, catch the ball with your hands with your elbows in front of your body. Tip number 5, try to move your hands with the ball so that it makes the least amount of noise as possible when you catch it. And remember to relax your hands when you catch the ball.
To take the next step on your cricket journey, head to playcricket.com.au.